trying to learn how to use the Word, Microsoft Word. When you're being asked what the Microsoft Word is for, Microsoft Word is helps with your typing, your documents. It's used in most offices and used in most schools. You can use it to type your exams, you can use it to type your test, you can use it to type any document at all that you want to do. So this is how the Microsoft Word look like. It comes with its own template. Some templates actually works, and it also helps to make things faster. But we're going to be starting with the beginner stage, and that is where we're going to go to blank document first. Sometimes you see those just close because most of the Microsoft Word comes with different keys, and sometimes the keys to this product actually expires. This is how the Microsoft Word looks like. We have different tabs on top, and each tab adds its own functions, has its own duties and responsibilities. I can say that. And let me tell you the truth, as you go on, you are able to lead most of those things. But let's start from home first. Now, when you come to the home tab, you're seeing different items on this tab. This is what we call the fonts. If you want to get to the font, you can use Ctrl Shift and key and F, sorry. But these are fonts, they're different fonts. So when we call fonts, fonts are just like writing. For example, you type something, you want to change it. So let's say, for example, I need to type something like letter of acceptance. This is just an example. Okay, so this is it's showing me that it's Calibri body. Now I want to change this. I can do a Control A because I want to change everything. Control, click on your control at the same time, click on A, and you can change the fonts here. So there are different fonts. We have Times New Roman, we have Backstreet, we have Bookman Old Style, we have Book Antiqua, just a lot depending on what you want to do, what you want to achieve, and how you want to achieve it. Very important. Then also you can change the font size. The font size is this. So I can make it 12, I can make it 14, I can make it, and the way you keep on going, that's also the way it increases. That is one interesting thing about the font size. Something else you want to work on is you're wondering what the BIU is. So BIU is bold, italics, and underline. Okay, so quickly let's put this in the middle so we're seeing everything that we're doing. Remember that if you want to highlight a whole text, you use Control A. That is simple, makes you able to highlight everything. Now when you want to make it bold, let us increase the font so we are seeing what we want to achieve. The font is 16 at this time. Okay, bring it, yeah, to make it a little bit bold. So I can click on B. Now one interesting thing about the computer or the apps is there are different shortcuts. So instead of you just as you go and you type in a lot of documents, and instead of you always keep on going back to the tab, you can just do a Control B on your keyboard. Now when I say Control B, that means you're clicking on Control and B at the same time. But let's just move on with what we're seeing here on the tab. B is bold, and you can see how become bolder. Okay, you're staring at you in your face like letter of acceptance. Okay, then the next one is italics. Italics is this, makes it a little bit slanty. At what point do you want to use bold? Do you want to use italics? So you can use bold for titles. You type in your exam section A should be bold because you want people to see it. Or you can use bold to lay emphasis on a particular part or a particular sentence in a document. Italics can just be subtle, can be used to show, okay, there's a change, there's now a variety, there's now something different, or there's a plus you want to add to something. You can use italics at the point. Then underline is when you want to make a lot of changes, or when you want to emphasize that this is meant to be underlined. So you can bring this backspace to this point. Okay, so these are where we are at this point in time. We've been able to use the bold, be able to use the italics, and be able to use underline. The next thing at this point is how do we increase? Now when you come here, you have increased font size. You can make it bigger this way. So because of this, the cursor is on acceptance, is increasing acceptance. So instead of you just highlighting only acceptance, that's another way of doing this. You can also decrease. It comes to do everybody. So let's try something different. I click my cursor here and let's see what happens. So let's keep it closer to letter. So just when you put it in between the letters, you're able to see that there are lots of changes just to that word. Okay, so this is used to increase. I can also decrease to using the other one. Okay, let's see how it works for everything. Now we can see that when you highlight everything, you can just increase and you can also decrease too. And let's move on to this. This is called the case. When you want to change the case, now we have the uppercase letters, lowercase letters, and all that. But now this is uppercase alphabet when you want capital letters, and lowercase small letters. Sentence case keeps it like this. So we have sentence case. This is how it's going to be. But when you have the lowercase, it changes everything to small letter. When you have the uppercase, it changes everything to capital letters. When you have capitalized each word, it changes every word there to capital letter. Every beginning word, letter of a word to capital letter. And when you have the double case, you can see it just helps you to put everything in small letter into capital letter, and everything in capital letter makes it small letter. However, one thing that you don't need to be scared of while using a computer tool or your keyboard is that you can always undo. So undo is Ctrl Z. It comes back to where we went. Okay, let's look at this one. This is called the text effect. You want to add some flair to your text, you can use that. So just add something different, something, yeah, you can use this. If you want to highlight your text in a color, so we just remember the way you use your highlighting pen. That's the way the highlight works. You can use it to highlight anything. You can use to highlight a word, you can use to highlight anything, you can use to highlight a sentence, just to lay emphasis on that. So you can do that. And you can also erase by doing the Ctrl Z again and using this. So it clears every formatting, every form of formatting. Let's go back to Ctrl Z, and I want to erase the highlight, what I just did now, the highlight color. Just click on no color. So you can see that once I click on highlight, is the color yellow. I have to for no color. Okay, so once we're done with that, we can also change the colors of the font this way. The font color, okay, change it to red. And any other color. So this is what all this is for. Now we've worked with the hidden, and we've seen how it works. Now let's move on to something different. Imagine you're typing, you want to list let's first of all look at how we can do this. Alignment. This is aligned left, it's right, which that's right like this. You can put it in the middle. You can also align it to the right, or you can just justify. And when you have a lot of things, you can reduce the spacing. But right now, what I want us to do is how do we actually list items? So for example, I just very simple items of the classroom are you can align to move the board, move the other line, change the font again. You can also change the spot. Once it says this is telling you that you can just make changes, just make some changes quickly. Now that's where the bullet point comes in. So you have to bullet point, make a ruler. Also click again, it gives you book, pencil, eraser, and so on. This is where the bullet point comes in. Then you may want to leave this part. You can always change it to this, to this, to this, to this, to this, or to this. Okay. Another one you can use is this number. Can also do this too. This one just gives you another one. It's either you use this or this. So these are just different things that you can use as your bullet points. But I think I prefer it as a bullet point. Can do Ctrl Z. Go back to making it bullet points. Okay, so these are just the beautiful ways that we can use the basics of what you need to know on the Home tab. I'll be coming in the next video. I'll be explaining what you need to know about the Insert tool. How do you use your Insert tool? What do you do with your Insert tab? Thank you so much, everyone. If you have any question, you can always reach out and send the email or contact me via WhatsApp.